Welcome everyone, I'm Elizabeth Harper. My website is SealedWithLove.com and I'm here with this month's crystal astrology. So we're going to take a look at some crystals, the colors, the energies for January 2017, and we're going to be looking at some cards as well connected with just the energy of January. So if you'd like to, if you want to select either number 1, 2 or 3, and we'll see what comes up for each of those numbers, even though it's also connecting with the astrology as well. So we've got it all kind of mixed up together. So to begin with, January, you probably already know that Mercury is retrograde until around the 8th or the 9th of the month, depending on where you are. And that energy, of course, slows things down, doesn't it? Retrograde, moving backwards just a little bit. So it's a great time to really formulate your ideas for the year. Take it easy, just kind of slowly move in to 2017. And I feel almost as if it's a breathing time, that we need to take a breath. And I've got this feeling of, you know, the whole of 2017, there's almost a sense of the beginning of the year. It's almost like taking a breath and remember to breathe out. Because I have this sense of 2017, we're going to be catching our breath a lot over the course of the year. There's almost a sense of a lot of stuff coming up over this year. Not personally, it's globally. And it's going to affect us personally as well. So it's not that it's bad, it's just it's a lot. I feel almost as if we're at the end of the year, we're kind of be going, phew, you know. So it could be a very busy year. It could be that, you know, there's just a lot going on for you, but certainly there's a lot going on globally. I feel like there's a lot of changes, a lot of movement, a lot of speed. But right at the beginning of the year, with that Mercury retrograde, it's going to be a slow start. So take that energy in and breathe. Focus on breathing so that you can create this wonderful year from a place of relaxation. Then about the middle of the month it starts to kind of speed up as well. So on the 12th there is a full moon, of course. So that first energy of full moon, what was coming up for that is this broken piece of celestite. So this full moon is in Cancer, and this kind of goes nicely with that because Cancer is ruled by the moon, right? And it's like the ocean waves, it's like water, it's this gentle energy of water. So there's a feeling of around about that 12th of the full moon, there's a sense of, I feel almost like it's cleansing. There's a feeling of cleansing. Now the first card that came up, this could be if you've chosen number 1, is Serapis Bay. And it's white, it's all white. So it's perfect going with that full moon, right? Because of that big white energy. So there's a cleansing vibration, there's an angelic vibration coming with this celestite. And I feel almost like this is watery. So there's a cleansing through your energy system. So there's almost a feeling of you're leaving something behind. You're moving away from something. It's complete, especially with that full moon vibration. It's that white energy is just saying something is completing. Now I looked at the energy of the whole of January, and what was coming up was this stone. So feel that this is the number 2. If you chose number 2, that you get this rose quartz. That rose quartz is for the whole of the month. So there's almost a sense of breathing in love, breathing out love. Connecting to relationships, networking with people, lots of love. There's lots of love throughout the whole month, but I feel like it needs to be an intention of love. It's not that it's suddenly going to be a lovey-dovey month. I feel that it needs to be an intention of love. This is a great time. There's a lot of power that's coming up, but I also feel like there's a lot of disruption. So I feel that that pink is connected to the center of the earth. The red energy of the earth becomes this pink. So there's almost a feeling of us figuring things out, lot of grounding, a lot of reconnecting, but I also feel there's a lot of reconnecting with relationships in this as well. So if you chose number 2, there's lots of relationship reconnections, lots of memories that are coming up for you. Now the card that came up with this is this card, and it's called the Cup. So you see this beautiful pink? It's that deeper pink, it's the magenta pink, and then there's white. You put these two together and it makes this lovely pink, of course, doesn't it? So that vibration, that energy to me is saying that you are winning at something, but you have to see the glass half full and not half empty. That cup, see it half full and not half empty. So for the whole of that month, this is for all of us, of course, but it's particularly for number 2, that sense of really coming into the place of love, really coming into loving yourself and expressing joy in your life, even if there's a lot of things that are negative that are around you. Look for the joy, look for the blessings. Then at the end of the month, we have 27th, 28th of January, there's a new moon in Aquarius. So with that energy, there's often again that link with friends and relationships and networking as well. Now the stone that came up with this, and if you chose number 3, this is for you. This is a blue quartz, a piece of blue quartz. Now what's interesting to me is that we have blue, even though it's very pale blue, and then we have pink, and then we have blue. So it's like a balancing vibration, isn't it? The balancing of male and female coming through. So with this blue, with that new moon, there's a sense, especially with Aquarius, there's a sense of connecting with people globally. Really, I have this feeling of supporting others, of really putting love, that pink, out there to support others, to really connect and help each other. And with the blue, I feel like there's lots of negotiations that are going to be going on at the end of the month around that time. Now, negotiations can be global, of course, but if it's for you personally, there's also a sense of connecting with people, trying to figure things out. Celebrations are coming up, and I feel like you're just making arrangements with this blue vibration. With that, you're talking about what is possible for the next few months, what is possible. So there's also something that came up for me. I have this wonderful book called Wee Moon. It's a Wee Moon calendar. Okay, that might not be back. You know, it's not backwards. I thought it might be backwards then. It's something that I've gotten every year, and in here they say that it's a rooster year that's starting on the 27th of January, but for them it's called a phoenix year. And that's what I loved, that fire is there for this year. And that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that there's a lot of fiery energy. And of course that fire can be angry, but it's also the potential for creativity. It's the potential for passion. It's the potential to connect with spirit. And so with the phoenix, it's burning everything away and then being reborn. And I feel that that is what we're coming into for the whole of this year, is a rebirth time. And I feel that this pink that came up for this, for the January, for the beginning of the year, sets the tone of that love. And this pink also has within it, of course, the fire vibration as well. So it's not being afraid to go into the fire, to step into the fire of creativity, of rebirth, of reclaiming your soul, of re-identifying who you are. Don't be afraid of that. Just embrace it, and remember that at the beginning of the month to take those breaths and really breathe into who you are. And then towards the end of the month, there's this sense of you reclaiming who you are as well. So feel almost as if at the beginning of the month you're figuring that out, and then there's a sense of reclaiming at the end of the month as well. I just want to say one final thing. I'm just being given this white energy again, this white vibration, and I'm being shown again around that 28th of the month, 27th, 28th time, of there's going to be some kind of, it's almost like a curtain that's opening up. So it feels almost like at the end of the month there's this whole new curtain, a whole new phase that's opening up, and it feels really exciting. A little bit scary, but exciting at the same time. So there's a sense of walking through a new door at that time. Okay, that's it for this month's crystal astrology. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Let your friends know about it. I'm sure they would love to have a message too. And let me know in the comments below if the messages resonated for you. What do you see ahead for you for this year as well? Now remember, I do have a color meditation, a meditation that helps you to check out what the energy is for you personally for this year. So you will see that link below. You'll also see it linked in the video, and there's a link in the description too. So do get that meditation. It's going to be really worth it for you. I will see you next month. Lots of crystal blessings to you. Bye.